Hi, you know, I know, and everyone knows that Indian banks are being looted by a group of people. So, we are going to discuss today who is looting Indian banks. And I am Joseph Kannan from Tamil Santron, and I have some data to prove that. Who are the groups and how they are looting the Indian money? So in the daylight. So there are three group of peoples. They join together. One is, of course, you know the politicians. The second one, the bureaucrats. And the third one is the corporates. And we are going to discuss about that. As far as of now, I could say that there is 10 lakh crore of non-performing assets or 10 lakh crore bad accounts or bad loans. So we are going to discuss about that bad loan and who takes the bad loan and how they do it and finally what happened to those loans. Not only simple money, it is 10 lakhs crore. And this 10 lakhs crore is bigger than or more than 137 countries' annual budget. Just to think the amount there. So we are going to discuss about that. So in 2014, so the NPA means non-performing assets, means the loan for that the loan the people don't pay any money for certain period of time. Then they call it NPA. So in NPA in 2014 was 2.61 lakh crore and in 2016 it was 6.97 lakh crore, means 7 lakh crore rupees, Indian rupees. And so we are just going to discuss about that, how it happens. You know, in the banks, in India at present, every loan they are lending or every money they are lending, 7.5% of the money doesn't return to the bank. So if they lend 100 rupees, only the bank receive back only 92.5 rupees. The rest of the 7.5 rupees, so doesn't come back to the bank. So, and this is the way actually they are taking the money, the people money. We are going to discuss about that. And you must know that the NPA as of 2016 in the agriculture sector 48,467 crores. In the agriculture sector, you must know that 47% of the people are depending on that. 47% of the people are working on agriculture. So, in this agriculture sector, the NPA, the non-performing assets, only 48,467 crore rupees. Whereas MSME, micro, small and medium scale enterprises, means small and medium size industries. They are actually the backbone and they are the provider of large scales of employment as well as they play a vital role in the GDP also, Indian GDP. So this group has NPA, non-performing assets or loan that is not returned, so or repaid 74,051 crore. 74,051 crore. Now, Come to the corporates. So these corporates, NPA of corporates, big companies like Anil Ambani, 6.97 lakh crore, means 7 lakhs crore. Just imagine 7 lakhs crore for corporates, just 74,000 for the small and medium scale industries, and just 48,467 crore for the agriculture sector, on which you know that 47% of employment it gives. Now you just come to this here. The employment of medium and small scale is higher than, many times higher than the corporates employment. So the corporates are generating less employment and getting more share of loan from the government banks, and they don't pay also, because these corporates join with the bureaucrats, I mean officials, as well as the politicians, and they swindle the money. They only take money from the bank and they never give back, and they share it. We will discuss how it happens. How it happens. Of course, there are very good politicians, very good bureaucrats, very good corporates. They are very honest people. And we are discussing only about the dishonest people who are looting India. Now you come to the last 3 years itself, the Indian government gave a discount of 3.17 lakh crore rupees to the corporates. Just imagine that. The corporates, they are not generating as much employment as MSME or agriculture. Only little group. You know that only 6% of the Indian employees or labor is in the organized sector. 94% of the people are working in the unorganized sector, like agriculture and day wages and so on. So you have to think of that. So a small group of people are working then with the corporates. They are taking the Himalayan share in taking loans and not paying loans. Now come to then that. So the reason for NPA. So this much NPA, or around 7 lakh crore, these corporates don't pay back the loan to the banks. The reason, so the government appointed a committee to study the reason for the non-payment of loans. They found that the first reason was diversion of fund. You know, they take money and divert for some other purpose. So they start an industry or some manufacturing unit. For that they start, they borrow money, and this money they divert for some other companies safely. And then they leave this company. The loan will be on this company. It is not going to affect them. So this is very simple. And you know that there are people who diverted buying lands, buying houses in abroad, like you know that the Kingfisher, owner of Kingfisher, Malaya. So everybody knows that. And lack of legal support. You know, when they issue this loan, they just give without any security, without proper papers. So when they don't pay, when the government wants to take some legal action, there won't be any proper legal ground to sue them or to recover the money. So this is one of the reasons. And the third one is lack of supervision. You know that when you take, an ordinary person takes a housing loan, the manager comes hundreds of times. Every stage when you make the house, every stage the manager comes to your home and to ensure that you are completing all the stages, foundation, plinth level, concrete level, and so on. But here they never monitor what the industrialists are doing or what the corporates are doing with the money they borrowed from the bank. They never monitor them, whether they are using it for the purpose as they requested, or they are diverting the money to for some other purpose. There was no monitoring of the fund. Once they issue, just they ignore the bank officials I am talking, because particularly the higher officials, they are also hands and claws with this problem. And the next one is willful defaulter. You know that. Even the willful defaulter, even Malaya is declared as willful defaulter. He took money and he settled down in London. He bought estates, homes, and so on. So willful defaulter means then the people have the capacity to repay the money, but they don't repay the money because of collusion with the politicians and the officials or the bureaucrats. Everybody knows that Vijay Mallya was dancing among the girls and he was hosting the bank officials. He was hosting them in 5-star hotels, supplied them with W's, all W. You know that all the W's in the 5-star hotel. Gave them trips to their families abroad, visiting places. So he was spending money like that. So in the same way, politicians were also satisfied by him. But just imagine that if the farmers don't pay the money, even the bank official will come and sell even their underwears. But whereas the corporates are concerned, even they lick their underwears of the corporates just for money, sharing the loot. How they are sharing? Just imagine then. For example, I could say that the top 10 corporates who owe 5 lakh crore rupees to the Indian banks. 5 lakh crore rupees. Only just 10 corporates. I am just going to give you 5 corporates who owe lot of money to the Indian banks. The first one is Anil Ambani. He has 1,21,000 crore rupees bad loan, NPA, non-performing assets, and even he doesn't have that asset, that much of security. He didn't give security for that amount. You know that he is earning from that amount less than what he is supposed to pay as interest to the bank. So how he is going to pay the interest? How he is going to pay the principal? So it is a big question. And another one person is, our group is SR group. This SR group has NPA or did not pay the loan 1,14,061 crore rupees. Imagine that. And another one group is Adani group. Adani group did not pay 96,031 crore rupees to Indian banks. And these are willful defaulters. They have the money. They diverted the money for some other business. But they are not paying it because they know they can be like that. They don't have to pay because you know the reason. And another one group, JP, 75,163 crores bending. And another one, GMR group, 47,976 crore. So like that, this is just top 5 corporates. Like that, just 10 corporates are having 5 lakh crore rupees. They did not pay and they will not also pay. Maybe a small amount they will pay. I will show you for that also evidence. And now it is a big problem. The government wondered, So because lot of money is going out from the bank, particularly to the corporates, and those money are not coming back, because you know that these corporates are financing every political parties during election. They are bribing every politicians, except a few, of course, and every bureaucrats. And now the government wanted to do something, so they passed a law to catch all the corporates. So the law is called Insolvency and Bankruptcy Act. The new law was enacted and passed in the parliament, called Insolvency and Bankruptcy Act. Actually, by this act, if a company or corporate company doesn't pay the loan it took from the bank, the government can take away the industry and give it to somebody else. And for that, for doing that job, they organized or formed a body, and that body is called National Company, so yes, Tribunal. National Company Law Tribunal. So it is called National Company Law Tribunal. And this is like a court. And this tribunal so engage with the defaulter, and they come to a compromise for payment of amount, and if the company doesn't pay even after that, they will take the company and they may give to somebody else and collect the money. This is supposed to be. And how far it is going to be successful? Big story. Just look at that. And the first case was resolved. I am going to give you the evidence how they are doing that, how the tribunal is doing. And just let us see the first success of this and this National Company Law Tribunal. Okay, come here now. So the first case was regarding a company. That company is called Simmergis Dorai Automotive. So Simmergis Dorai Automotive is the company. This was the first company that came to this tribunal for a settlement of this problem. And this company has taken 900 crore as a loan. How many rupees? 900 crore rupees loan. Now the tribunal and the company, they discussed and they came to a compromise, and they came to a settlement, and the settlement was, then the company was made to pay 54 crore rupees. Imagine, what was the loan? The loan is 900 crore rupees, and this company has to pay back only 54 crore rupees. Just imagine now how much the company is earning. The company got almost 850 crore rupees. It doesn't have to pay. Only it has to pay 50 crore rupees. You understand this point? So how they are playing on the Indian money. So how they are doing it. How they are cheating it. How they are looting us. You understand now. The company borrowed 900 crore rupees, and it is asked to pay only 54 crore rupees. And that too, 20 crore rupees immediately, and rest of the 34 crore rupees in the another span of 5 years, slowly, 5 years. You just imagine that. Even you don't have to have a rocket science to calculate this. Even a foolish who gets 1000 crore rupees as loan and asked to pay back only 50 crore rupees or 60 crore rupees, just imagine, this is the way they play on our money. You understand now how they are doing it, how they are systematically doing it. Now you just wait. The next case will come, Anil Ambani, 1,21,000 crore rupees. Finally, they will come to a conclusion. They will come to a settlement. Okay, you pay 200 rupees, 200 crore rupees or 300 crore rupees. That's what going to happen, or maximum 1000 crore rupees. Imagine 1,21,000 crore rupees, and these industrialists or these corporates know it, and the administrator, I mean the bureaucrats know it, and the politician know it. So they are together. They are together looting our money just in front of our eyes, even when our eyes are just open. In front of our open eyes, they are just looting our money in millions and millions and even billions and billions. So how do you expect then that we grow, ordinary people? And my question here is to Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister. Growth means overall growth. If your body grow all parts in the same way, we call it growth. If only one part is growing, it is not growth, it is cancer. So now, doing like this magic, these corporates are growing, and one section of people are growing, and they are very micro minority, very small group. So this kind of growth is not growth, this is cancer. So I am going to tell Mr. Modi, our Prime Minister, please take adequate action and make sure that our money is not looted, at least in the future. So thank you for listening my video, and if you like the video, please subscribe it and also share it to your friends. And I hope that we are going to meet in another one video, very interesting topic.